Okay guys, this video, about 3 weeks ago, I got in this van that wouldn't start. And after some troubleshooting, I come to the conclusion the computer was bad. It's got this lean burn ignition system Chrysler came out with in the early 70s. And they say it didn't work all that great when it was new. So, what I've done, I've put a GM 4-pin control module on it. I'm not the first person to do this, but this isn't the first vehicle I've done this to. I've actually used this on a Bosch distributor. But as you can see, I didn't have any red wire. I had to use green. This green wire here goes to the battery, the positive side of the coil. You got this black wire that goes to the negative side of the coil. Then these two wires go to the pickup. Now I could have cut these wires and tried to trace all this mess down, but I just decided just to make a new harness. So let's look over here. So I just cut this connector because I needed it. I couldn't find anything that actually plugged into this pickup. But now here's kind of the, let's see. Here's a breakdown I found, which isn't. You've got B is plus, and then C. Let's see, B is plus, and then C is negative to the side of the coil. Then you've got these wires. The thing about this is you have to just kind of plug and play to find out the polarity, because these was for a Plymouth Duster. And these two wires didn't match up. The colors didn't match up to what I had. But anyway, it'll either run or it won't. Or if it misfires really bad, then you know you've got the polarity backwards. And this is what Chrysler's calling the Spark Advance. You got a vacuum hose that runs to the carburetor. You've got this throttle positioning sensor, coolant switch. Any one of these things could be bad. I don't know. So I decided to just do away with that computer. Now here's the problem. You look at this. I don't know if you can see this distributor or not. There's no vacuum advance on it, and there's no advance weights in it. And I verified that with the timing light. So I drove this van, and it doesn't. It seems like it's lacking power, but it does run. But more than likely, I'm going to just get a new distributor. And you can get the whole kit. Chrysler actually issued a kit to convert this thing to something like this, where it's got a vacuum advance on it and distributor weights. But I want to save a little bit of money, because this thing I think is like an extra 40-50 bucks, and I already had one of those GM modules laying around. And like I said, it'll actually work with a Bosch distributor. As a matter of fact, this my Fiat over here, the Spider, it actually came with one from the factory. That MG over there actually used one from 79 to 80. Just various cars use those. Now here's the problem. The reason I wrote OK on there is because I tested this thing. Because these things are like made in Mexico and China. They're no longer made in the United States. So you pretty much need to test it out if you're going to keep one as a spare in your toolbox. Because I have bought these before, and they would like just peter out at 4,000 RPMs like a rev limiter, because they're junk. But anyway, they're pretty cheap. I've seen them as cheap as $9 on eBay. You can buy them anywhere. Just a GM 4-pin HEI control module. Eventually I probably should unplug those wires, because I don't know if that thing's going to short out and catch fire or not. I may do that. But anyway, I'm probably going to have to order me a new distributor. You can take them apart and change out the shaft. It's got advanced weights, and I thought about maybe pulling that distributor and seeing how hard it is to take apart. And if it's not, then I may just do that. But anyway, I got my van going. It does run. It will go up to 60 miles an hour. It does seem like it's lacking a little bit of power. Of course, these slant six engines, they're good engines, but they're not the most powerful. And but anyway, that was one thing that's been on my mind for about 3 weeks, trying to get this van running. Plus, I was trying to move it too, because it was like blocking. I had to drive around it. But anyway, that's it. If you want to save some bucks, you can use this, but just keep in mind your distributor's not going to have any advance to it, and so it's going to suffer some power, fuel economy. But it doesn't seem to run very bad. Seems like it runs okay, but it does feel like it's got a little bit. It is losing some power. Even though I've been driving this Subaru for about 3 weeks in other cars, it's kind of hard to gauge that. But anyway, that's it. Thank you for watching.